My God. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. Dink, dink, dink. Dink, dink. Dink, dink. Welcome to my educational tutorial on how to be an alpha.
But me.
I think it is very important to know how to be whatever it is you want to be in this world. And I hope that I can teach people exactly how to be whatever it might be. So I did some research and I found out exactly how to be a super alpha male. And so let's skip the alpha. We know how to be an alpha. They're everywhere. We're going to talk about how to be a super alpha. Let's get into it with number one. The number one most important thing that you need is to feel significantly insecure.
People online say I'm 5'8". Okay, am I 5'8"?
Probably a little taller.
No.
I hope I'm 5'8".
That's the start. That's the foundation. Without insecurity, you can't really do anything. You need to be powered by that insecurity. What do you feel like you're too short, too tall even? What do you feel like you can't do it? You feel like you can't satisfy someone's needs? What else? What do you feel? Do you feel like your skin is bad? Do you feel like you can't dress? Do you feel like no one wants to talk to you? If you feel this way, oh my goodness, you have a head start. If you don't feel this way, we can work on how to get there. Let's work on how to get to insecurity. That's a different video. But have insecurities and let them fuel your every single move. Now, if you're stupid, don't worry about that. Your intelligence level does not matter. This is very important for you to know. You do not need to be smart to be an alpha. You can be. You can also be stupid. And being stupid certainly helps. Which brings me to number two. Be stupid.
Have you ate your Cuban sandwich today?
Now, there is a balance that you must strike in your stupidity. You don't want to be so stupid that no one listens to you.
Because it was him wearing a bro.
But you want to be just stupid enough that you can recognize that all of your problems and your issues are created from others. Okay? Whenever you feel something, whenever you feel a negative thing, oh, this is not going right in my life. I might have even done this, whatever. It's their fault.
One day, she wakes up in the morning and says, I'm not happy. And now you're confused. And the reason why you're confused is because you've been doing everything right.
Right? You have to be able to sufficiently pick up your problems, put them in other people's baskets, right? Or at the very least, blame them for it. This is a skill. You can't be so stupid that no one takes you seriously and no one believes what you say. You want to sound like you know what you're talking about.
All the guys that are good with women and know how to date women and have high body counts understand women to a very intimate level. They tend to know women better than they know themselves. Why? Because we have to seduce you to get sex. So you're wrong once again.
But you have to be just stupid enough that when something happens to you and it's not good, you can easily blame it on someone else. I know it sounds like an accountability thing, but there's too much thought in that. You just have to not think about it. It happens to you and it's not good, it's someone else's fault. Happens, not good, someone else's fault. I'll give you a quick tip. By the way, quick tip was my nickname in middle school. A quick tip to get that mindset right would be to assume that you have mastered absolutely everything. So there's no way that you can make a mistake even.
Everything right.
Start there. Let's get to number three. You have to assert dominance. Assert dominance. Specifically through aggression. You see, you are insecure. So you need to show everyone. It needs to be blaring. They need to see it from 9 million yards away. Is it blaring or glaring?
Both.
They need to see it from there. They need to see that you're insecure. And you have to show everyone you're insecure. So you need to do that through that aggression, that dominance. I need to be like I need to be like that. This one is a little nuanced because you will have moments where you recognize or at least feel like in doing this, you're actually exposing yourself. And you are. But you need to ignore that, okay? Because truly, you're hiding it. You're hiding, okay? So while you think that you're showing people how insecure you are, what you're really doing is you're showing them how much you want to hide it.
Am I 5'8"? Am I 5'8"?
We can assume that everyone is insecure, but we know the most insecure people are the ones who, that kind of thing, yeah. And that brings us to number four, which we did some research on and decided to turn to a little mantra. Women bad, women shut up, women listen, women obey. Self-explanatory.
Well, I'm not in a fucking classroom, and you guys are fucking adults, so I'm gonna say shut the fuck up, because we're not in a classroom. All right? Now, if you don't like that, you're free to get up and leave.
If you do have trouble connecting those dots, then I understand that you cannot be a part of the super alpha community. That's just something that's inherent. You have to, well, let me rephrase that. You don't necessarily have to already think it, but you do have to have an organic experience that lands you in that that way of thinking. Otherwise, it doesn't necessarily work because you'll be wavering. You'll be like, wait a minute, women have value. They can't have that. They can't have someone thinking women have value. Number 5, only value money. Again, self-explanatory. Either you feel it or you happen into that feeling.
I'm upgrading all my cars for 2023. All of them must go.
Think about it. Now, this is just science. Money is green. Camo is green. You can hide in the money. So will people see your insecurities? Say it with me. Yes! Now, we're gonna get into some pretty pivotal non-essentials. Very, very important things that you should have. You don't have to, but it'll really help your case if you do. And they are serious things. So let's move forward with that in mind. Childhood trauma. You have to have significant childhood trauma.
Shame is the answer and stuff like that, but
Worked for centuries.
I operate on what's real. And the reality is
what's
that the world
real,
is a much
though,
colder and
that's
harder
not
place than you think it is, but you want to, people to just understand you and see your perspective.
If it's with a woman, that helps so much more. Your mom, perhaps, maybe a big sister. Now, childhood trauma is not a joke. But you are. And our childhood traumas teach us things for better or for worse. We're shooting for worse. You have to have your childhood trauma teach you the lesson that you do not have any inherent value. And where does that wrap us back to? Say it with me now. Only value money. I almost forgot. Only value money. So you see, a lot of these things kind of pour into the next one. So if you are born with, or you have these traumas, you have these experiences that give to any of these things so far, rest assured you're on your way to becoming the greatest super alpha you possibly can. And I am here to support you. What am I supporting you? Number 7, be a man's man. Some people think that that's self-explanatory. I don't. It's not about being a man's friend. It's not even about having lots of male friends. It's not about being gay, because obviously in the super alpha community, being gay is, say it with me guys, not allowed. But you have to impress other men. You have to live to impress other men.
What about me, Wes?
I don't mean you wake up and you think, what am I gonna do today? No. You wake up and you think, oh my goodness, I need to check my mobile in order to see if there are men that have looked at me.
If you put 100 men in a room, it's very easy to point to the 5 or 6 men every man wishes they was or would like to be more like.
I need to see if men have liked me on Instagram, because I go to the gym a lot and I take pictures of my muscles, and I need men to like it. When we hide our insecurities with the money, we impress men. It all works together. It's all symbiotic. Symbiosis. We're getting somewhere. We're establishing hand signs. Some people work to support their family, to pursue personal goals. Not you. You work to put a smile on another man's face. Not your dad, not your uncle, not even your grandpa. They can all f*** off. You want to impress that stranger over there. Now, let's get into the tidbits of it all, okay? I don't know if I've been using that phrase right, but I've never used it in my life, and I don't think I'm ever gonna do it again. I'm not gonna number these off. I'm just gonna say them. Be jacked, okay? Go to the gym. You don't have to be super jacked. You gotta have some type of muscle on you, my dude. Bonus points if you're on that sizzle.
You just started at the gym. Did you just now, did you realize you want to be jacked?
If you don't know what the sizzle is, I don't think you can be a part of the community. It's not my words. Another thing you can do is say alpha. You gotta say alpha a lot, because if you don't say it, it's not true.
And I think a beta male is a man that other men are not trying to emulate in any degree.
And you also have to say other people or other things. You gotta refer to others as sigmas or betas or whatever. I don't know the whole Greek alphabet. You can also start a Women Bad podcast. What is that? Go on the internet. Also, you wanna make sure you pick fights. Pick fights, like physical fights, This is not like number 3. Number 3 is dominance, assertiveness, right? This is different because it's a violence. You have to be a violent, or you at least have to threaten violence. And if you get beat up by someone, you gotta be good at making excuses, man. Avoid those situations altogether, but talk a lot, be really threatening, and just get out of the way. Like, make sure no one catches you. Also, you have to have a lot of trouble understanding that other people don't want the same exact things that you do. Other men have to have the same goals as you, and if they don't, something's wrong with them.
If you're not ripped, if you're not rich, if you ain't rare, if you don't stand out, if you ain't across the board successful, it doesn't mean shit to me.
And the last tidbit that I have, that's the most fun for everybody, is just make shit up.
I was never a fitness guy. I was never a bodybuilder. Ask about your physique. If they care about you, if they're talking shit, they go like this. Hey, how do you feel? And if you say, I love it, they should say, me too. And if they say anything else, they're f***ing idiot. That's all you need to know. One thing I always started to look at, I'm like, I always like when I like put my stomach, I just have like no jelly rolls and shit. I like to kind of be thinner now, but it's like, when guys are really buff, and they're just real swole, can't you like read on their mind that all they're doing is walk around going like, do I look good from this angle? Am I swole? Am I swole? Man, I'm big, I'm big. Like, I just hate that. I don't like that about money. All day to work out, watching, I'd be jacked too. Your fat ass will be fatter.
I'm pushing me up against the wall saying, Watson, what you got in your asshole? And I said, basically, I got your mom's home number, and I'm gonna hit her up after we're done doing this hole check. So don't trip, I got you, big dog.
Thanks for watching. I've been your friendly space demon Pinksy, and I hope that you become the greatest super alpha you can. I almost started an electrical fire during the recording of this video, and I'm literally shaking right now because I've experienced that before, and it was very scary. I mean, scary? What's that? I'm not in character. If you notice a little change in the vibe at some point in the video towards the end, that's why when I'm in the tidbits, after, like, it's like the end of the tidbits, whoa, okay. Okay, all right, get it out. You gotta get it out sometimes, okay? All right. Oh, click this on the screen. Click here. Click here. Click here. Click here. Click here. Should I be an alpha? No. Oh, look how sweaty I am, dude.